know about that. And I don't mind having Anderson Silva attached to me as long as it does, because he's the greatest of all time. So the more I'm winning and the more people are talking about me beating him, I have no problem keeping him in the picture. He deserves it.
Seemed like you were pretty fatigued going down the stretch. I mean, did you have any doubt in the fifth round there that, hey, I'm going to take this thing? And it seemed like a couple times Lyoto hurt you with some of those punches and kicks he was throwing. You had a pretty gnarly thing under your rib cage there.
I don't use the word gnarly, but it was awesome or gross.
Hey, what's wrong with gnarly, bro?
Sorry.
Say favor, no.
California kid. But I don't know. I don't think he definitely hit me with some good shots. But I think just my hard work and every day and just sparring, just moving forward no matter what I get hit with, paid off in the 4th and 5th round.
Chris, if I could please, obviously, kickboxing was a big part of it tonight. You started out really working the low kicks, that sort of thing. Talk about what the strategy was and why you thought that would work versus relying more on the wrestling from the beginning.
This is MMA, so if I just went in there and told myself, all right, I have to get the takedown, I'm losing the fight, I think I'd definitely be in some trouble. So thanks to Ray Longo, I'm definitely confident standing, and kicks were definitely going to be a part of the game, and it kind of sucked that in the first round I hit him with either on his elbow or his knee, checked it really good, and my foot was killing me moving forward. So my kicks definitely slowed down. I wasn't kicking as much. Yeah. I don't know if I answered the question, to be honest.
You did. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Question for Chris. Obviously, you this weekend over here, Chris. This weekend, obviously, being July 4th, the American flag's kind of become your signature in and out of the cage. But I had heard that there was actually a special story behind the flag you were carrying tonight. Was there something with that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. One of these guys from my hometown in Baldwin, he's in the military, and him and his group of what do you call the group of guys that are together? Is that platoon or what is that? What is that called? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So his platoon, I guess, they went out and they brought a flag with them to through the war and stuff like that, and they said the one thing that would give them peace, during when they were going through tough times, they'd put on one of my fights. So then they honored me with this flag. They put all their names on it. And it was a flag that they carried in war with them. And so now I carried it out tonight.
Chris, can you take us through your thinking going into the 4th round? It looked like you had won the first 3 rounds. Did you at all think of making yourself a little bit more protective, or no, not at all?
Yeah, I know. Longo just kept telling me, all right, there's another one in the book, there's another one in the book, there's another one in the book. So you got 3 in the book, and I'm just like, I don't believe you. I was like, I can't. I gotta just keep moving forward and I gotta keep working, because I've seen too many decisions, go the wrong way, and so I just tried to stay focused on trying to break him, just be in his face and keep the pressure on.
Do you think it was a mistake?
The judgment?
The 4th round, the way you fought.
I don't know. I got to rewatch it on tape.
Chris, can you take us right here? Can you take us through the last 30 seconds when he came after you with everything he had?
I got to rewatch it. So the last 30 seconds of the 5th round, he came after me like an animal. I got to rewatch that. I can't tell you. I have a bad memory as it is, so I can't tell you what happens in sparring sessions. I can't tell you what happens anywhere. I just go through life. I'm happy-go-lucky.
I've got a question for you, Chris, over here. Congratulations. That was obviously an amazing performance for you. But before the fight, I'd heard some rumblings that maybe you didn't have a great camp. There were some changes in the coaching staff. I just wondered if you could talk about that and let people know whether or not it, in fact, was maybe not the greatest camp for you.
Yeah, to be honest, it was. I think it was probably my worst camp ever. But we got the job done. I had for 2 weeks I haven't been able to hit pads. Even in the locker room, I didn't hit pads with Longo. My hand got messed up 2 weeks ago. Had to go to the doctors, make sure it wasn't broken. It was just ligament issues. And then my knees, I kind of might have started a little fast into camp, and my knees were not where they should have been. But I pushed through, and I refused to make excuses on why I shouldn't, win this fight. So, but if I had to be honest with myself, it was probably my worst camp as far as just everything was going wrong. I had a lot of issues.